Welcome to Weird and Bizarre History, where we step into the shadows of the past and discover the strange and fascinating historical events that occurred on this day in history. We dive into the weird and bizarre events that shaped the world. Join us daily for tales of triumph, tragedy, scandal, and intriguing stories that will leave you speechless. Do you know there was a war that lasted for only 38 minutes and leaving over 500 people dead? Let's dig into the events of August 27 to find out. 1. Sun Yat-sen forms Tongmenghui 1905. On August 27, 1905, Chinese revolutionary Sun Yat-sen founded the Tongmenghui, a secret society aimed at overthrowing the Qing dynasty. This bold move, uniting disparate revolutionary groups, shocked the imperial establishment and ignited China's republican movement. Operating covertly, the Tongmenghui orchestrated uprisings, spreading anti-monarchist sentiment across Asia. Its formation marked a turning point, challenging centuries of dynastic rule and inspiring global revolutionary movements. The audacity of plotting against a powerful empire, with limited resources, stunned observers, and laid the groundwork for the 1911 revolution that ended China's imperial era. 2. Bar fire kills 25 in gang attack 2019. On August 27, 2019, a horrific gang attack in Coatzacoalcos, Mexico, saw gang members deliberately set fire to a bar, killing at least 25 people. The attack, targeting a rival group, trapped patrons inside, with many burned alive or shot while fleeing. The sheer brutality and civilian toll shocked Mexico and the world, exposing the unchecked power of cartels. President López Obrador condemned the act, but it underscored the escalating violence in Mexico's gang wars, leaving communities reeling from the audacity and horror. 3. Nazi Germany demands Danzig and Polish Corridor 1939. On August 27, 1939, Nazi Germany issued an ultimatum demanding the free city of Danzig and the Polish Corridor, escalating tensions toward World War II. This aggressive move, part of Hitler's expansionist agenda, stunned Europe and Asia, signaling imminent conflict. The demand threatened Poland's sovereignty and alarmed global powers, as Germany's brazen territorial claims ignored international agreements. The ultimatum, delivered with military posturing, foreshadowed the invasion of Poland days later, plunging the world into war and exposing the fragility of pre-war diplomacy. 4. Britain defeats Zanzibar in 38-minute war 1896. On August 27, 1896, Britain waged the shortest war in history against Zanzibar, lasting 38 minutes. Following the death of Sultan Hamad bin Tawaini, his nephew Khalid bin Barghash seized power, defying British preference for a pro-British sultan. British warships bombarded the palace, killing 500 Zanzibaris and sinking their navy. Khalid fled, and the British installed their chosen ruler. The rapid, brutal display of colonial power shocked the world, highlighting Britain's dominance and the fragility of local sovereignty, leaving Zanzibar under British control with minimal resistance. 5. UN report accuses Myanmar of genocide 2018. On August 27, 2018, a UN report called for Myanmar's military leaders to face genocide charges for atrocities against the Rohingya, shocking the world. Though in Asia, the report's global impact resonated in South America, where human rights debates were active. The report detailed mass killings, rapes, and village burnings, displacing over 700,000 Rohingya. The scale of violence and Myanmar's denial stunned international observers, exposing failures in global human rights enforcement. The call for accountability shook diplomatic circles, urging action but highlighting the complexity of prosecuting state-sponsored crimes. 6. Great White Fleet sailors desert in Sydney 1908. On August 27, 1908, 221 American sailors from the U.S. Navy's Great White Fleet deserted in Sydney, Australia, during its global tour. The mass desertion, driven by Australia's allure and lax immigration policies, shocked naval authorities and embarrassed the U.S. government. The fleet, meant to showcase American power, instead highlighted discipline issues and Australia's appeal as a haven. The incident strained U.S.-Australia relations briefly and stunned observers, as the scale of defections undermined the mission's prestige, revealing human vulnerabilities within a grand imperial display. 7. Failed assassination attempt on Henry IV 1593. On August 27, 1593, Pierre Bourrier attempted to assassinate King Henry IV of France, a shocking act amid France's religious wars. Bourrier, a Catholic fanatic, aimed to kill the Protestant-turned-Catholic king to destabilize his rule. His arrest before the act exposed the depth of religious hatred and political instability. The attempt stunned France, highlighting the precariousness of Henry's reign and the violent sectarian divide. Henry's survival and subsequent Edict of Nantes, 1598, promoted religious tolerance, but the audacity of the plot shook the monarchy and Europe. 8. Greece names first female Prime Minister 2015. On August 27, 2015, Greek President Prokopis Pavlopoulos appointed Vasiliki Vanou, a Supreme Court judge, as caretaker Prime Minister, Greece's first female in the role. This unprecedented move shocked a male-dominated political sphere, especially amid Greece's economic crisis and snap election preparations. Vanou's appointment, meant to stabilize the government temporarily, stunned observers for its break with tradition and highlighted gender progress in a conservative society. Her brief tenure navigated turbulent politics, proving a woman could lead under pressure, leaving a lasting mark on Greek history. 9. 1785, Agustin Gamarra born, future Peruvian president. On August 27, 1785, Agustin Gamarra, who became Peru's 10th and 14th president, was born. His military coups and authoritarian rule shocked Peru's young republic, as he seized power twice, 1829-33, 1838-41. Gamarra's aggressive campaigns to annex Bolivia and his suppression of dissent stunned South American politics, fueling instability. His relentless ambition and disregard for democratic norms alarmed contemporaries, cementing his controversial legacy. His death in battle in 1841 ended his tumultuous reign, but his actions shaped Peru's volatile early statehood, leaving a polarized nation. 10. 1928, Times Square derailment kills 18. On August 27, 1928, a New York City subway derailment in Times Square killed 18 people and injured 100, one of the deadliest transit accidents in U.S. history. The sudden crash, caused by a signal failure, sent a packed train careening off the tracks, shocking a bustling city. The chaos, with mangled cars and trapped passengers, stunned first responders and the public. The tragedy exposed flaws in subway safety systems, prompting reforms but leaving New Yorkers reeling from the scale of devastation in a routine urban setting. That's for today, from Sun Yat-sen forming Tongmenghui to 38 minutes war. Picture a war lasting for just 38 minutes and tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.